Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes is now in theaters. Is this an epic movie? Me and Dom are going to let you know. Stay tuned. Hey guys, welcome back to Fly By Night Reviews. I'm your host Kiren.
I'm Dom.
Today, me and Dom are reviewing Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. This one was directed by Wes Ball. But before we start, make sure you like and subscribe. We are almost at 200 subscribers. It would mean a lot and to grow this channel.
Less than 20.
Yes, less than 20. But let's get into it. So Dom, what do you think?
I enjoyed this movie. Like I said, it was slower than I was expecting it to be, but that wasn't a bad thing. It let everything kind of breathe. I was going in a little worried because the trailers outside the first one was just kind of like meh to me, but yeah, this was pretty damn good.
Yeah, I mean, being such a huge fan of the franchise, even the original, the 1968 version, I was really surprised by Rise when I watched it because, kind of like you, when it came out, when I saw the trailers, I didn't really think it was going to be that great, but it was actually really good. It set up the whole universe, and of course, Dawn and War by Matt Reeves was just like beyond epic.
Oh yeah.
They pretty much like the special effects, just like
there's times I was watching, I just I totally forgot that. Oh, these apes are CG.
Yeah, so I was kind of like concerned. They had a new director come in, Wes Ball. I'm not really familiar with him, but I was pleasantly surprised. I mean, he pretty much continued what was already laid out, and he did it in such a way where it almost felt like a Matt Reeves film. It was very well connected.
Right.
You get that continuation. I think this movie is actually set 300 years in the future.
Yeah, I think they purposely left that a little vague on exactly how long it is, but yeah, I would say.
Well, the director said 300 years.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So, even I was like, 300 years, that's quite a bit of time, but then it makes sense, like the apes are more advanced. And but when this movie, it's basically going to start a new trilogy, and our character is his name's Noah, played by Owen Teague. I'm not really familiar with that actor.
Yeah, the only person I was really familiar with was May.
Oh, Freya Allen, our Nova.
Yeah,
they call her Nova. Beginning of the movie, and it's kind of like a tribute to the original Planet of the Apes movie.
Right.
But yeah, so it's basically Noah's character is kind of like his clan is basically like they're like they raise eagles. And they use eagles to kind of like basically
hunting and gathering.
Yeah. So they kind of use them as like almost like Avatar, where they kind of use those like flying creatures.
Right.
And but there's another faction of apes that attacks his village, and then he's kind of forced to sort of like find out like who did this, and so it's kind of like an adventure movie, almost
try to get his clan back to it.
Yeah. And. Like you said, it was kind of a slower burn. There are moments in the movie where it was just like it kind of like went on, but I honestly thought it like was needed because the characters were really developed really well.
Oh, yeah.
You were able to kind of soak in all the scenery, all the and it felt like a big world. Like it felt like a huge lived-in world. Then you have Raka, who's kind of like this orangutan that he stumbles across. Voiced by Peter McCann, and he was awesome. Like,
Rocco's freaking awesome. Yeah,
he was kind of like the comic relief, I guess. Like
kind of comic relief, kind of like spiritual leader kind of thing.
Yeah, and I like the angle they kind of had in this movie with Caesar kind of having his views on apes, like.
The Legend of Caesar. It's viewed as on two different fronts. One saw his peaceful side, one saw his strength side, and they thought there's two different takes on it.
Yeah, and that was very interesting kind of way to like sort of delve into that a bit. And of course, the villain Proximus Caesar is kind of like almost like a false prophet type character.
He's taken all the strength and bring apes together and wipe out all the humans kind of thing. A part of Caesar, which was
Which is very common with religion nowadays.
Yes.
It's like, you know...
Yes, it's very... Well, most of the like the newer Planet of the Apes movies have been very religious kind of themed. So this continues that going on.
Yeah, for sure. So yes, like, I mean, the movie overall, like, the action's great. The CGI, of course, is amazing. I still think War had better CGI, but I think it was because the lighting in that movie was more stark. And then you can hide the but I'm not going to say that this is still looked amazing.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I mean, they're to the point where, I mean, you're getting so much crazy emotion from, like, a CG character that it's, like, more emotion than a human. Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's mind-blowing how good it is now. Like, you're watching the movie and it's like, you don't even see it anymore. It's, like, so well done. There is a twist at the end of this movie, which I was very surprised because, you know, when I heard it was generations later and, you know, like, I found out it was 300 years later.
Right.
Some of that stuff, I was like, okay. I was thinking they were kind of going to go another direction, but now I kind of see what they're planning to do.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm going to give it the benefit of the doubt and say they have something more planned. And
they definitely have more stuff planned out.
And, you know, I'm sure they'll think of some kind of creative way to kind of make it, you know, a little bit more different from the previous trilogy. At least I hope.
Oh, yeah.
You know, it's like,
yeah.
But
yeah, so far this is like, 4 movies in, and it's one of like the most consistent franchises that we got going on right now.
Yeah, for sure. And to have, you know, different directors kind of be able to keep the quality going is like really, really awesome to see.
Yeah.
Something that, like, Star Wars should have adopted. I mean, like,
go in with a plan.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, recommend this movie. If you haven't seen it, go see it. And yeah. Well, that's it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed that. As always, if you like this video, be sure to like and subscribe below. Have you seen Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes?
What's your favorite ape movie?
Yeah, let us know. Mine's definitely War of the Planet of the Apes, but, you know, let us know in the comments. And on that note, we will catch you next time. Peace.